It's a shame we gotta have a tragedy for the Higson family to get together. It seems it's when we always see somebody, either a funeral or the odd wedding. Because I haven't saw these boys in 15, 20 years. And you look at them now, they're got families coming up. It makes me cry. We lost so much togetherness. And to see these two, the Hayes boys. It's been 30 some odd years since I saw them. And their dad, terrific guy. Now, a few things about Dave. As you know, he liked to eat. He liked to eat a lot. One of his favorite things when he was driving from Buffalo to the cottage, he had to be at Higson before 11 o'clock at night, because that's when they closed. We had his little snack on the way up north. And then sometimes he'd get out early, he'd stop at Hutch's. Then he'd get up to Peterborough. There's a place in Canada called Swiss Chalet, his favorite chicken in the world. He stopped there for another meal. And he'd come up north, wouldn't tell us anything about it the next day. He says, I'm not real hungry for breakfast, guys. Then he had many other places. In fact, he took Josh and Kristen, Port Dover, one of his favorite spots in the world. He grew up there as a kid, out there with his buddies throwing a football around in the water and trying to pick up women. But he always got a hot dog at the airport. They're not the best hot dogs in the world, but you could put so much crap on them you didn't know there was meat. And down the street from that is probably Necklace, his favorite fish and chip shop. Loved it. I still love it. I'm out there once a week chomping down. This is something he loved to do. And in Port Dover, when he took his boys out, me and the wife drove out after, couldn't find him. He's out in the water doing what we did when we were kids, throwing a football around. Just, it's a nice thing to see. And he reminisced about that all the time. Now a few of Dave's screw-ups. Mark already covered the dirt one. But he was arrested once in Buffalo, New York. He was 18 years old, and in Canada, the age back then was 21. The Buffalo border was only 40 minutes away. So Dave and a few of the buddies go over. They had a few too many pops. And they're down on the parkway on the U.S. side. And Dave thought it'd be a good idea that let's have a pee off this bridge. Here's the three of them peeing. And then they picked up these traffic cones, and they're singing Winchester Cathedral. Your older folks will know that song. And he spent the night in jail. I think me and Dad were watching a hockey game that night. We got the phone call from Buffalo. Dad, come and get me. Dad says, I'll see you in the morning, son. It wasn't a pleasant experience. Buffalo, New York's a pretty rough area. Their jails are pretty rough. And the dirt's Mark covered. Oh, one thing Dave loved to do was dance. Dance, and he thought he could sing. He was better at lip singing. On a Saturday night when Mom and Dad would go out for the night, and Dave had a date, he started night off, he put on the Four Seasons, especially Sherry, the song, a lot of you will know that. And he would stand up in front of the fireplace and dance. And we had to sit and watch him. And he'd lip sing. He'd lip sing the whole damn album. But one thing I'm gonna miss most about Dave, every time you saw him, you got the hug, you got the peck in the cheek. And when he was leaving, he did the same, and he'd say, I love you. And every year on their birthdays, never forgot, he'd call. Because he had 3 calls to make. Me, Mark, and big brother Greg. We're all born the same day. Poor mom. But you had that phone call every day. We'd talk with families, see how things were doing. And he was, I think my daughter Andrea was one of his favorite nieces. The bugger, he come up to Canada one year, I didn't even know he was there. He went to Andrews in London for supper, didn't come see me. And Dave's youngest brother, Dan, the youngest of the family, he couldn't be here, and he didn't send anything for Mark to read out. But he took it pretty hard. We were up at Cottage closing it up. Dan looked up in the clouds and he says, Dave's on that cloud. What he did, he jumped on his phone and he texted Dave, hoping he'd get something back. We talked a lot about how much we're going to miss Dave and Jim when they're at the cottage on a long weekend. They jump in the pontoon boat, push it 50 feet offshore, and have their goofies. Wouldn't go any farther than that, but they had to follow the sun. And they do that till it started getting dark, and we'd drag them in, feed them to supper, and throw them in bed. He used to call me Rookie. I have no idea why, but when he called, it was, hi Rookie, how you doing? How's your ball going? Like I played a lot of ball in high school. We always asked about how the other guys were doing. And that call to Rookie, it's done him a lot. Thank you.